Tiruchi, Siva. You have 4 minutes, so I hope you can adhere to that time.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman, sir. Sir, first of all, I would like to appreciate Honorable Finance Minister for having deferred the general anti-avoidance rule by 2 years with a view to promote the investment climate in the country and to stabilize the business sentiments. Sir, the Finance Minister has very proudly said that one of the great achievements of his government is to conquer inflation, and in his view, it is a structural shift. Sir, this decline in the inflation is a result of the decline in the global oil prices and the exploration of US shale oil, and also the decrease in the demand for fuel in the Eurozone and Japan and China. The government has increased the taxes on petrol and diesel. At the same time, it has also cut down 25 to 30% in the household petroleum products. At the same time, sir, the government has pocketed $3.5 billion by way of increasing the taxes. So the actual the benefits of the fall in the petrol fuel prices have not been transferred to the people. And now the government has proposed to increase the petrol and diesel road cess from 2 rupees per litre to 6 rupees per litre. Again, I am afraid will affect the common man only. Sir, coming to the next very crucial sector, the health sector, the Finance Minister in his budget to July 2014 has allocated 33,152 crore rupees, and again there was a cut down in 20%. So, sir, this year. Last year it was 30,641 and there was a cut by 20%. And sir, I would like to say it is only 1.86% of the total expenditure, whereas compared to China, China spends 3% of the total expenditure towards health sector. The government has announced 4 aims to be established in the previous year, and this year 5 aims, new aims, and only 500 crore rupees have been set aside towards this, and the update of this plan is not yet known. And third thing is, sir, the government is in a hurry to sell the public sector equity to fund its expenditure instead of borrowing. By that, it is losing an income greater than the interest it has to pay through the debts. And the process is also unsustainable, for the available resources will inevitably run out. Sir, I would like to suggest again and again, in the presence of the Honorable Finance Minister, I have said that kindly don't strangle and weaken the public sector undertakings in this country. See, we have been telling that these public sector undertakings have helped this country at crucial times. It gives not only employment, sir, even during the recession period, it was the agriculture sector and the public sector industry which has helped India to withstand that. But this government this year is planning to get 69,000 crore in the place of 31,000 crore in the previous. It's more than the double. Sir, it's totally unfair. This way of liquidating or diluting or disinvesting the public sector will give a very big blow to our economy in the future, sir. So coming to the very next very important point, the service tax. The service tax, the indirect tax like service tax, is always regressive, for it affects every person irrespective of their paying capacity. And the consumer industry, like that of the groceries, the restaurants, and the movie watching, everything will be affected when they are expecting to come out of a slowdown. Again, this increase in the surcharge will affect not only these industries but also the common man. And the other way, sir, this increase in the service tax is only by way of increasing the cesses and surcharges. And this, of course, it is not going to be shared to the states. Sir, again, I would like to say, though they say that the devolution to the states will be more by way of percentage, the other way they are tying around by way of taking out what is being given to the states. This has to be taken very seriously, sir. The 5.4% of GDP was given to the states earlier, but this year only 5.9%. When Mr. Derek spoke about cooperative federalism, fiscal federalism, that's 5.5% increase in the GDP is not a significant sign of a fiscal federalism. So also, sir, the service tax, there is representation that the chit fund companies have been brought into the net of service tax, and this also will affect. I think they only plead for an abatement or a rebate. because the people who are connected with that are common man. So the increase in the service tax will in no way benefit the common man, sir, in all aspects. Increase in the road cess by way of petrol and diesel will affect the people, and the states are being deprived. When we in the standing committee, when we interact with various departments, why your department has not been allocated enough and why you are not fighting for it, they say simply the government is devolving more percentage to the states. But that is not the reason, sir. Many social sectors have been deprived of what has been allocated in the previous year. Many schemes which has to be taken care of is not being taken. Many schemes have been cut down by way of allocations. Sir, I wish the government will take all these things very seriously. The government has launched many schemes, but the sufficient fund has not been allocated. So if you can take seriously these things and also the welfare of the common man, I think this budget will give a good result, or else the expectations will be more, but the result will be low. Thank you very much.
Thank you.